BBN Fan Show. I'm your host, Michael. Come to listen about the LSU Tigers as Kentucky gets ready to go down and the game after the game of beating Auburn. I just want to know what kind of Kentucky team are we going to put on the floor when we get to Baton Rouge? Is this going to be the team that came out on fire against Auburn? Is this going to be a team that's going to come out playing with a mission? With Justin Edwards come out and start the run he has for the past couple of games. He's always been the first guy to get on the board, consecutive baskets. So is this going to be the guy that's going to come out and going to pick up the spark beginning of the ball game? Justin Edwards, he's coming into the player that we all thought he was coming into the year. But this is kind of crazy right now, though. I mean, let's look at this from a perspective, okay? We have an entanglement here. So if I'm correct, South Carolina beats Kentucky pretty convincingly. I don't think we was ever in that ball game. I thought South Carolina was a better team that night. They go to Auburn and get spanked in the mouth. We go to Auburn. We pretty much convincingly from tip off to the end of the ball game, we're beating Auburn. LSU beats, was it LSU or was it, did LSU beat South Carolina? I'm trying to think. Yes, they go down. LSU beats South Carolina by 1, and then we got to go to LSU and play. Man, like if this is not an entanglement of SEC basketball at its best, the year is wide open, man. Like crazier things are happening throughout the SEC. Kentucky has a chance. We're in a good spot right now. You know, it's in our corner. It's up to us now. We have what it takes to go down to Georgia. I mean, we have what it takes to go to LSU and get this win. If you look on paper, Kentucky is pretty much the dominant team through every stat, except on defense. But we've been making these jumps, these 10% jumps, and I think we probably made a 20% jump during the Auburn ball game. We made a 10% with Ole Miss. Then we went down to what's name. We did like a 20% increase on defense. We got better. Now, how do we go to Baton Rouge and how do we get this win? We can do it. We just have to be ready. Like, this is exciting. Like, if you're a Kentucky fan, you got to be excited about what's next. What could be next? I'm a person that likes to see the cup half full. So the possibilities, if the right Kentucky team shows up, there's no reason why we can't go down to LSU and get this victory. We need this win. Like the momentum for us is moving. Can we keep this going? I don't know if Trey Mitchell is going to be back on the floor, but we saw that we play okay without Trey Mitchell. We see that a dude can show up and he can be that big body that we need. Ugo is playing the best ball, of course, of his career. Like we have the pieces here in places to go down here and continue to win ball games. Like we need another win on the road like this. We need another hostile environment. Is LSU as tough as Auburn to win on the road? No, they're not. But it's still hard to go to LSU and win because Kentucky's a big show ticket. Everyone wants to come in and everyone wants to beat Kentucky because no one's afraid of Kentucky no more. So they're going to pack the stands. They're probably going to sell out if they haven't already sold out because Kentucky's coming to town. How do we go down in there? How do we put everything else out of what's going on in the world and just focus on playing in between those white lines on the hardwood? Kentucky has the recipe. They have the team. They have the players that can go to LSU and get this win. It's no reason why. I mean, we're third in the nation in scoring versus their 83. They got us the 249th in defense, which we went down a little bit because I think we was like 327, something like that in the defense. So after these past 2 games, we was able to go to 316. We're moving. We're moving in the right direction. We're not asking our guys to go from 300th in the nation of defense all the way down to number 3, number 5. We're not asking that. We're asking them to make small, consistent strides in getting better. And I think they started to answer the call, but we can't stop there. We can't be satisfied because we beat Auburn. We can't be satisfied because we beat Ole Miss. And we can't be satisfied because we have a 2-game winning streak. We expect this. Maybe I had a Vandy fan that tell me we're entitled. No, this is just Kentucky tradition. This is just how we play ball. We play ball just like this. We're supposed to win basketball. People come to Kentucky. The best players come to Kentucky to win, and that's what we expect to happen down there. We just got to go. We hope Cal comes and coaches one of his best games again. We need Cal to be at his best at LSU. Hey, if you got to go with a short rotation, if you got to have a short lease on certain players, then have that short lease. But if the players who was out there who's going to give you the best chance to win the ball games, you got to put the egos to the side. You got to put I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want any future recruits to see that if they're not playing right, then I'm going to bench them. All that goes out the window right now. We'll let that take care of itself. Right now, it's about playing the guys on the floor who's going to give me the best opportunity to win. A lot of people were saying Auburn could or would be a Final Four team. The Cats can do it again. We just got to. Yep, moved up in the rankings from 22 to 17. We'll just keep moving. I'm glad we didn't make a drastic move. I mean, we beat Auburn. We still got some very untimely losses on our schedule this year. So I'm okay with not being far down in the rankings. I'm okay with where we at. You can leave me at 20 if you want to. It doesn't even matter. My thing is find something. The Wildcats need to find something that they can have a chip on their shoulders and that they can go out and that they can have something to win, something to play for. As I said before, going into the Auburn game, this is nothing but a business trip, bro. Like this is like don't take this butt whooping personal. This is business. We don't mean no harm. We're just coming to play ball. You're the next man up. LSU is the next team up. So we gotta go take care of business. And I think if we can do that, being led by Reeves, because Reeves is playing out of his mind right now. Man, keep that guy on the wooden list. Keep that guy on the All-American for the year. No reason why he shouldn't remain on that list. He's too valuable to his team. We need Reeves to be the best he can. We just got to go down there and we just got to say to ourselves, it's just us against the world. So you guys can't really see my sweatshirt. I'll move this out of the way. Kentucky's the underdog. Believe it or not. Like, it's odd to say that Kentucky's the underdog. But Kentucky's the underdog, period. No one's afraid of Kentucky no more. Everybody wants to play Kentucky because everybody wants to beat Kentucky. So what does Kentucky do right now? Kentucky needs to go and get this W, and we need to keep rolling. We need to take all the haters, and we need to let that be our chip on our shoulders. Don't take anything personal. Just understand that the hype for Kentucky came in this year very high. We haven't always lived up to that. We've had a lot of turmoil this year. Coaches, players. We just, we lost too many games all year. But teams are losing this year. So once again, it gives me confidence that it's still time for us to go out here and still do something special. And I know a lot of people are not sold on Cal. A lot of people are still not sold on the team. I get all of that. And I understand people's feelings. And I would never tell anyone how to feel about their Kentucky Wildcats. Feel how you want to. Feel how you want to about Calipari. Feel about some of the players. All I know is I have to continue to believe, keep the hope alive that the Kentucky Wildcats, this team, can still turn this around and it can still be something special. No one gave us a chance to go down to Auburn and win. I hope that we show up and don't let this be a trap game, that we just go into LSU and says, well, we just knocked off Auburn. We just knocked them off, and they knocked off LSU, and we beat LSU. Look, just go play ball. Leave everything out. Leave everything else. Leave the chatter out. Leave all that out, okay? Please. If you can do that, we'll be okay, because I think our Wildcats is that talented. And like I said, the play that we're getting from Ugo is outstanding. Like, I like I'm not sure what's going on, but usually I should be able to click on this and I should be able to put it up. But James Dub says Big O is our center that would fight and hold his own block shots, rebound, etc. He's the guy, and I like how Cal's going with him. And I know he loves Bradshaw. I know he loves Z. He loves all them players. But I'm glad Cal's taking and says, I'm making $10 million a year or whatever it is. I have to make these tough calls. I love you. You know what I'm saying? We can I'm gonna get you to the next level. But right now, I gotta figure out, I gotta get a team out there on the floor that can win ball games. If we win, then you win. You just gotta be okay with doing that and being a team player for whatever minutes that I need you to come into the ball game. You know, our cats are not bad, man. Our cats are not bad, and I don't see any reason why we should have a letdown and go down to LSU and not respect these guys. I mean, they found a way to do what we didn't do. They found a way to beat South Carolina. We couldn't find a way to beat South Carolina. If we don't respect them for nothing but for that they had what it took to beat South Carolina, then we shouldn't be going down and we shouldn't be playing LSU. We got to respect every single opponent that we play. The SEC is not easy, man. Is not easy whatsoever. So we got to go and we got to respect each team every single night we go out on the floor, and we got to treat that like we're playing for our life. And if we can do that, I don't see why Kentucky can't come out victorious over LSU this week. We out rebound them. We have more assists they do. We get more. They get more steals than we do. So Reed, I'm gonna need you to get some steals. Okay, I'm gonna need you to get some steals. I'm gonna need you to stay focused. Don't try to do too much, but do what you do on the defensive side of the ball. Okay, play off the ball if you have to a little bit. Make sure you don't get beat. We gotta make sure that we don't just be leaving our mans wide open. Like we gotta move. Gotta communicate. Communicate is so important on the floor. But I expect Reed to come out to have anywhere from 2 to 4 steals. And that's probably a low number. He might come out have 5. I don't even know. But we're gonna need him to come out. They're actually having more steals than it. We actually double up on the blocks more than they do a ball game. You know, so appreciate that, big guy. Thank you. And we actually have less turnovers than they do a ball game. So it's setting up for Kentucky to have a good ball game. We just got to see if we can go down there and execute. I hope these coaches understand to have these guys ready and to be like, okay, the Auburn game is over. We won. Woohoo! We beat Auburn on that floor. But you know what? That's gone. That's gone. We gotta put that out of our systems, and we still gotta go, and we still got more ball games to play. Enjoy it, move on, and let's go play ball. Let's continue this business venture that we started, that we had such high expectations for. If we continue to do that, we'll be okay. Still like to be the lowest seed possible going into the NCAA. Just keep winning that way. Exactly. I feel the same way when it comes to that too. When it comes to the rankings and when it comes to March and when it comes to seedings, I get all that, and I understand the lower we are, the better it is for us. But winning takes care of all that. You win, like we can't control anything but what we can control. And we control by going out on the floor and putting a great product out every single night that we step out on the floor. And we'll let that number, we'll let the seedings take care of itself. But we have control over that. We have some, we have some control over where we at. And it starts by going to LSU, a continuous going on the 3-game win streak. We have to. We have to win this ball game. I'm almost willing to say that this ball game is almost as big as playing Auburn. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we can't come off a game by beating Auburn, playing such great ball, and then go to LSU and just lay an egg and just be like, yeah, you know what? We beat Auburn. It's okay. We don't have to come here. We don't have to focus. We don't have to do any of that. We just got to go down to LSU and take care of business. Don't let our guard down. Don't get distracted. We just got to go out there and we got to play the ball that we know we can play. We coming into our own, I don't know if Cal made some certain tweaks. I don't know what he did, but whatever it is, I don't know if the players only, the second only players meeting is what it took. Most teams only take one, and then we turn it around. But hey, it's the end of February. It's pretty much the end of February, right? We're making that. We're hoping that we're seeing them make the turn of the corner, and we're doing it for the best. So, Cats, we just got to go get this win, man. This win is so big. This win sets us up for more confidence. This sets us up to show the nation. I mean, and not even looking ahead past LSU because this is not going to be an easy game. These guys are not going to come in there and just let us win. They're just not. They're there to win the ball game just like we are. This sets up a great ball game with Alabama. If we can get this win at home, the momentum swings. Everything is in Kentucky's court right now. A couple of weeks ago, we looked at this and said, you know what? We just hope to almost make the tournament. The way we're playing, the inconsistent that we have from game to game, we're just wanting to get into the tournament. And hopefully we don't get 11 seed, a play-in game. But Kentucky can do better than that. As Kentucky fans, we expect better than that. If you want to call us entitled, if you want to call us spoiled, that's okay. Call us what you want to call us. But we understand the tradition here at UK, and it ain't like some of the other teams. Some of the other teams can be okay with 10 losses. You know what? Good job, guys. We done lost 10 games this year. Not bad. At Kentucky, we don't accept that. We don't accept 10 lost seasons. Does it happen? Yeah. Should it happen at UK? It doesn't. But it's college basketball, NIL, transfers, all this stuff. The playing field is much harder now than it was years ago. And because of that, we still expect the high standards here at Kentucky. And it starts with going down and knocking off Auburn. Knocking off LSU. We got to go get this win, man. Yep, we just got to play ball. This team is special, no doubt. We can win it all. So much talent. Let's see what happens. And that's all we can do as fans. That is really all that oops, guard down. Jeff Richardson, he says, oops, guard down. Not really sure what that means. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we just got to go play ball, man. This is exciting time because this is leading up. We're getting ready for March, man, and we're hungry. Like, we're hungry for March. But before we can get to March, we still got business that we got to take care of, and it can start against LSU. We took care of the task at hand with Auburn. Now we got to go take care of LSU. I'm so big on taking care of the task at hand and not looking ahead. You cannot. So many teams have got caught slipping, looking ahead. So many teams have got caught slipping, looking ahead. We can't focus on playing Alabama. We got to focus on LSU. If we can do that, we got a chance. Now, I haven't seen like this, like the odds or whatever, the point spread or who's favorite to win. It can't be that big of a margin either way, either for Kentucky or for LSU. So it just comes down to throw all that out the window, throw the ball up, let's tip it, and let's see what happens. That's all we can do as a team. Let's go out there, let's give it our very best, and let's see if we have a fighting chance to winning back-to-back road games, which we need. We need 2 hard-fought back-to-back games, and that's good for the fan base, that's good for the players, and makes Cal breathe a little bit more, everything. Winning makes things really good, and it can really just kind of shade a little bit that's going on if we can go down to LSU and get this up. These lineup changes he has had to make throughout this year have killed us. It is what it is. So the lineup, I haven't seen anything. I hope he's playing. But if he's not, I hope Trey is playing. If Trey is not going to play, that's fine. I want him to get well. He didn't look too bad. He didn't look too bad on the sideline. He was funny, actually. Trey Mitchell was really funny on the sideline, being a cheerleader for his team. So that gave me a good sign because both shoulders was being used. I don't know why they would keep him out against Auburn, knowing we could have really used him, but it turned out in our favor. So I hope he's getting healthy. Do we need Trey Mitchell to beat LSU? I would like to think no. I would like to think that we're going to be okay if he doesn't play. But anytime that you can have him on the floor, the previous comment, we would like to think that we could use him because I think he's the glue of what keeps things going for the Wildcats. But Reeves has been stepping up as a senior. I'm so proud of this young man. I'm so glad that he came back to Kentucky. I know it was a lot of stuff up in the air at the beginning of the season, but getting him back has proved invaluable to what we can do as a team. Take care of those Tigers. Go Wildcats. Absolutely. We gotta get it, man. We gotta get this win at all costs. We gotta take care of business, and that's a fact right there. Uh, Man, time just goes by so fast. So thank you guys. I don't have an opportunity to jump on very often like this, except if it's a post game. So I appreciate all you guys jumping on. I know it's spur of a minute, but thank you guys for taking time out to being online, to jumping on, commenting. I thank you guys. I got to get out here and go to work. It's 4:30 in the morning, so today's actually an early day for us. But thank you guys. Go Cats. Let's beat LSU. Let's get this win. We need him the real of the year. For sure, we do. But yeah, we got to do this. Thank you guys so much for joining in. If you haven't already, please go follow me on Twitter at Big Mike 2014-23. If you're not following me, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page yet, please go subscribe to my YouTube page at Loyal BBN Fans. Let's just keep rolling. Let's just keep this rolling right here. It is, and once again, we're underdogs. We're the underdogs right now. And that's how everybody sees it. This is my brother's clothing. It's just his clothing line called On Main, and underdog. Everyone said he wouldn't do it, and now he's doing it big time now with his clothing line called On Main. Fresh. It's just it right here. Let's just go win, Cats. Let's just go do it. Let's go get this win, and let's just keep moving, and let's just see what the possibilities are, and then let's just go see what can happen if we continue to roll. But first things first, one game at a time, go win, and let's make it happen. Go Cats. Thank you guys for joining in for the Loyal BBN Fan Show.